Eject.
Hey guys, how are you? This is Debbie and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel. This is another edition of Paralegal Reacts, and today we are going to take a look at all the crazy, insane amount of subpoenas that were filed in the case, most of which were from Amber's side. And I just kind of want to talk about what I think is going on and why I think they're being subpoenaed and what strategy I think Amber's going to go with. So just get right into it. This is going to be a long one. So let's start off with Johnny's list of subpoenas, since they're considerably shorter. First, he subpoenaed the ACLU, which I think the purpose is to see if Amber really did donate that money to the charity. He's asking for all documents that refer, reflect, or relate to donations made by Amber from January 1st, 2016 to present, all communication between them and Amber Heard regarding the divorce, all communication regarding Johnny and Amber's relationship, and including communications that refer, relate to any press releases, public statements, basically any time that they discussed their relationship. Johnny wants to have some record of that communication. So let's see if this goes through, because I really want to know if she donated that money or not. I think we all are curious. That definitely would paint her in a negative light, that's for sure. And then Johnny subpoenaed Elon Musk. He's asking for any documents or communication that he had in preparation for his deposition, all communication between him and Amber relating to Johnny, all communication between him and Amber regarding allegations of physical abuse on either side. And then he lists specific dates. There's a couple where it says all communication from June 15th to 2016 to present regarding Heard's alleged donation of the proceeds from the divorce to American Civil Liberties Union. Communication from June 15th, 2016 to present regarding the divorce. Communication from November 1st, 2018 to present regarding defamation action. And communications with Heard regarding the Sun case. So what I find interesting about Johnny's subpoena here, he's very specific with his time frames. Well, there's a few that are from, that span a wide area of time. But that to me paints a picture that he kind of already has an idea of what he's looking for. So that's interesting. That's it for Johnny's subpoenas, but you're going to get a much different picture from Amber's list of subpoenas and what she's asking for. She's asking for everything under the sun, what we call a law. It's a fishing expedition. You don't really looking for anything, but you're hoping to find something, if that makes sense. I think that it's very telling that she's using this tactic, especially so late in the game. I mean, at this point, if she's really hard up and she's got nothing, she really has nothing to lose. But to go with this tactic, right? You've got nothing to lose, so why not just go big or go home? So I'm not really surprised that she's kind of switched her tactics to a more aggressive approach. By going with the counterclaim. And I have a strong feeling, I haven't read the counterclaim, I'll be doing a video about that, but I have a strong feeling she's going to kind of mirror what Johnny said and try to make it seem like it's actually a cover-up of her abuse, and that this is all a giant hoax and it was all covered up by the police. And I'm just going to get into, as I get into it, you'll kind of understand why I think that. So one of the people she subpoenaed, well, I guess it's not a person, but was Twitter. She was asking specifically for all posts made by Adam Waldman from May 21st, 2016 to present, and all messages sent to or received by Adam Waldman from May 21st, 2016. Again, this is clearly a fishing expedition. You can look on his page and see what he's posted. And of course, Adam Waldman is a lawyer. I'm sure he's smart enough to, even if he was up to, no good, I'm sure that he'd be smart enough to not conduct it over Twitter messages. You know what I mean? And then Amber also subpoenaing the Art of Elysium, which is the charity that Jen Howell belongs to. And Jen Howell is the girl that was friends with Whitney Heard. And I think that the purpose they're doing this is to try to find some kind of proof that Johnny donated, and maybe that's why she's testifying in his support. She wants all records of donations made by Johnny Depp to the Art of Elysium, all records of donations made by 26 different companies, which I guess Johnny has association with, all communication between Johnny Depp, Adam Waldman, or other agents of Mr. Depp, and all drafts of statements, declarations, affidavits, letters, texts, social media communications relating to Depp or Heard. She's asking for all telephone records and text messages to or from anyone working on behalf of the Art of Elysium during January 1st, 2019 to present. So she's saying like she wants all the employees' text message records, because that's just ridiculous. Again, like, she has no idea what she's looking for. This is a fishing expedition. And if you don't know the name of them, why are they relevant? You know, if you can't call this person by name and say, I want your text, your correspondence, then clearly they're not relevant. If you don't even know who they are, you're just asking for everybody's. It's like, hide your wife, hide your kids, because she's subpoenaing everybody up in here. And then she wants all documentation from all their sources of income, including salary, benefits, expenses, gifts, etc., and all tax returns from 2016 to present, which honestly is none of her business and has nothing to do with whether Johnny abused her or not. And then she also subpoenas Jennifer Howell personally, and she makes a lot of the same demands as she does to the Art of Elysium, but she also wants documents or communications between her, Amber Heard, Whitney Heard, Paige Heard, David Heard, Johnny Depp, Adam Waldman, Laura Wass, or anyone else, anything to do with Depp. She wants all those messages, which I don't know, she might not like what she reads, to be honest. She wants all documents or communications, including texts, emails, and social media of any nature relating to Depp, Heard, Wasserman, and agent or attorney, and all documents reflecting all sources of your income during May 21st, 2016 to present, including salary, benefits, gifts, personal, and she wants all her personal tax returns. I don't know, man. She needs to go eat a dick. And then she also subpoenaed the Los Angeles Police Department. Obviously, I think the purpose is to try to discredit the 2 police officers that testified that they didn't see her with bruises. There was no damage to the penthouse. So, get this, okay? So, she's asking for all body camera footage for both the officers, right? And she is asking for, like, if they don't have that, what happened to it? Why was it destroyed? Why was it not kept? All the procedures, including the use of LAPD body cameras, all documents respecting efforts to observe and preserve the body camera footage. And to be honest, when I heard that, it kind of got me thinking, because I was like, okay, why would she say that, though? That's kind of weird if she was, lying. But then I thought about it. I was like, no, there has to be some kind of something behind that, because if it was that easy, why wouldn't she bring up this body camera thing before? So then I kind of looked into it. I thought, number one, is it a requirement for the officers to wear body cameras? So that was my first step. So I did a little bit of research, and since 2015, LAPD officers do wear body cams, right? But then I was thinking, okay, that's one thing, but 2016, now it's a long time ago. How long do they keep the footage for, right? So it says here, how long do cops keep body cam footage? The length of time a video is retained is then typically determined by how the video is classified, evidentiary or non-evidentiary, and if evidentiary, the type of encounter. So it says, many of those surveyed by Police Executive Research Forum retain non-evidentiary video for 60 to 90 days. And this is public information. I easily found this out. So what I think is going on is that Amber's counsel knows this, and they're using this as a way to plant seeds of doubt. But if such videos existed, she would have pursued getting them sooner. And, like she would have brought this up. The Sun would have cross-examined the cops regarding, what happened to the body cam footage. Or they would have tried to obtain copies of it. Or, if they had this damning evidence of this body cam footage, why is it only coming up now? Oh, maybe because it's so long ago that they wouldn't have kept it. So now they can turn around and flip that around and be like, oh, how convenient. You didn't keep it. Right? So now they can go and use this to their advantage and try to paint it into a narrative to make it seem like it's a big, giant cover-up by the police officer deleting this footage. But to me, it's bullshit, because if you had this evidence, or if you knew for a fact that what you said was true, why are you just bringing this up now? There was a whole ass case in the UK, and you never even referred to this or brought this up. It's just you're trying to use it to your benefit. And then Amber's also asking for all documents and communications respecting any investigation and disciplinary actions taken against those two cops for any conduct through December 31st, 2016. Even if there was something, the police are so private, I don't think that they would just provide that information. You have to remember, this is like, she's literally subpoenaing the police force. You know what I mean? Like, what authority does she have over them? Honestly, nothing. And again, if that does happen and they refuse to cooperate, she can be like, oh, see, they're not cooperating. They're hiding something. But they probably would just be like, bitch, who do you think you are, right? But, which I wouldn't be shocked if that's how they respond to her, if they even respond at all. It's like, what? So, yeah, she's not privy to that information. The cops don't talk to the public about that. There are still officers in good standing, and that's what's important. Whatever goes on behind the scenes is none of her business. And she's asking for documents and communications respecting investigation into whether the officers followed policies, procedures, and protocols in responding to the call respecting the iPhone incident. She wants proof that the officers specialized in domestic violence. But it's like, girl, when you call the dispatch, that you tell them what the issue is, they will send out the cop that works in that area, Some cops will do domestic violence. Some cops do undercover stings and busts. Some cops do traffic. That's just how it is. Then it says, all policies in place as of May 21st, 2016, respecting the officers wearing body cameras while responding to calls, and if they were not, communications of any nature reflecting why they were not. If body camera footage was destroyed, all documents and communications of any nature reflecting when, where, and why. Because, girl, can you imagine if they can't physically keep all that shit forever? Imagine having a camera around on you to like your whole entire shift. How long can you realistically keep that footage? Like, if nothing happened, which is what I think happened. Nothing happened. So why would they keep that footage if nothing happened? Then Amber subpoenaing the Mandel Company, Inc., which were Johnny's ex-agents, I believe. No, ex-managers. Yeah, they were accused of stealing, I think, $650 million from him and failing to file his tax returns. Of course, Amber is trying to make it seem like Johnny was lying, and he lost money due to drinking and drugs, and it's in a way kind of smart that she's calling upon them, because they probably have an axe to grind with Johnny, and they probably would gladly throw him under the bus with her. However, they settled with Johnny outside of court for an undisclosed amount, so I highly doubt they would do that if Johnny was just completely full of shit. Amber Heard wants copies of all the pleadings filed in their lawsuit and all discovery exchanged and any documents reflecting or disputing Depp's claims that Mandel Company did not file tax returns on Depp's behalf for 17 years. Copies of documents disputing Depp's claims that Mandel Company caused him to lose his entire fortune. and copies of documents reflecting Depp's claims that he was bankrupt as a result of their actions and inactions. And side note, I guess this is just me talking out loud, but I had no idea that Depp would actually bankrupt. I know that he lost a lot of money, but I wasn't aware that he was bankrupt. And when I was thinking about it, I was like, wait a minute. This kind of sounds a little convenient, because that video that Amber took of him, the TMZ video, that was when he found out about losing all that money. But it's almost like she must have known that it was coming for her to walk into that situation and set him up. You know what I mean? And how she kind of was like chuckling. So again, this is just me talking out loud, but just the timing of it shortly after she divorces him. So I don't know, like it seems a little bit too weird that he gets all his money stolen and all of this. So I don't know. I wonder if she had something to do with it, or if there's way more to the story and this goes really way deeper, because it's just way too convenient. And I don't know, maybe this, again, conspiracy theory, allegedly, my conspiracy, maybe this abuse thing could have been a threat to keep him quiet or something. I really don't know, but it's just weird that if he went bankrupt, she conveniently divorces him shortly after, and it's almost like she knew that he would get the news, and she knew that he would be upset in that TMZ video. Do you know what I mean? And again, Amber wants copies of documents regarding Depp's use of drugs or alcohol. And, we've already gone through this at length in the UK case. We've established that he's done drugs and alcohol. Again, this is nothing to prove or disprove if he was abusive towards her. So I don't know why we are going down this road again. She wants copies of documents from them regarding Depp engaging in violence of person or property, including any kind of violence or proof of the violence. Or any times that they tried to pay people off, and documents relating to efforts by Depp to obtain a prenuptial or postnuptial agreement with Amber Heard, and documents reflecting Depp being aware of his financial condition from December 1st, 2015 to May 30th, 2016. And she also subpoenaed the corporate designee of Eastern Columbia building. She wants all security footage and documents and communications related to footage taken, reviewed, clipped, preserved, or destroyed, and all communications during that period. I suspect that they likely won't have this footage anymore, since it was so long ago and most of it probably was already provided to Depp. In which case she'll probably use it again as an excuse that they're covering up for him. And she knows that it's been so much time that's gone by, there's likely any fresh evidence that still exists. So then she can cry, oh, they deleted the footage. It's a conspiracy. There was this footage that, proved what I was saying, but it got deleted. You know what I mean? If that was the case, why are you waiting for this late in the game to bring that up? If you had these smoking guns, you would have been on it from day one. Honestly, you would have. Amber Heard also subpoenaed Depp's accountant Edward White and Cornelius Harrell and Trinity Esparza from the Eastern Columbia building. She also subpoenaed Laura Wasser, which was Depp's lawyer during the divorce, which I don't know what she thinks she's going to get from her, because she's bound by attorney-client privilege. Specifically, they subpoenaed Laura Wasser for a deposition. They subpoenaed Joel Mandel of the Mandel Inc. company that we talked about previously to come and give testimony at deposition. They subpoenaed Robin Baum, care of Slate PR, which is or was Johnny's publicist, to give testimony at a deposition. Taylor Haddon, care of LAPD Central Division, to attend and give testimony at a deposition. She asks Melissa Sains, which is the police officer that attended at the scene of the iPhone incident. She's asking her to give testimony at a deposition. And since we already know that she's trying to go straight to the LAPD to get dirt on her, I think that's what she's trying to do, so she can bring it up to try to discredit her during the deposition. So I'm pretty sure that's what she's going to do with that. She subpoenaed Christy Dombrowski, which is Depp's sister, to attend and give testimony at a deposition. yeah, I think that's going to be a hostile witness for you, Amber. I don't think she's going to give you anything helpful. She subpoenaed Brandon Patterson, which is the manager at Eastern Columbia Building. She also subpoenaed Laura Devenaire to attend and give testimony and deposition. Since Virginia is a one-party consent state, she will be probably able to use that recording that she has. But to be honest, it doesn't really do much in her favor since she said such conflicting things to either side. Since she's flip-flopped back and forth, I really don't think that she's a credible witness. She subpoenaed the corporate designee of Wasser, Cooperman, and Mandels, which was the law firm that represented Depp during his divorce, to give testimony at a deposition. Again, I have no idea what that has to do with proving that he was abusive. I don't think that the accountant or the designee of his divorce law firm has ever seen him hit you. But I mean, I just don't think so. She then subpoenas Christian Carino, which is Depp's talent agent, which allegedly he was a communication liaison between Amber and Johnny when there was temporary restraining order in place. And if I'm not mistaken, he facilitated them to meet while it was still in place as well. So yes, she wants him to give testimony at a deposition. She also subpoenaed Jack Wiggum of Creative Artists Agency, which belongs to Depp's talent agency. I'm not quite sure how that fits in, but she wants him to attend and give testimony in a deposition. And Tracy Jacobs of United Talent Agency, which is Johnny's ex-agent, she wants him to attend and give testimony at a deposition. So that's his ex-agent. So literally everyone's getting subpoenaed for this case from Amber's side because she's just hoping to find something, anything, any shred of dirt. That's why she's asking for any employees' text messages for over a span of years. It's ridiculous. Whereas you can definitely see a difference in Johnny. His requests or subpoenas are very deliberate, very thought out. That means that he already knows what he needs from that person, and he just needs them to, go under oath, and so basically to use it as evidence, So Amber, I don't think that's the case. I think this is just a waste of the court's time and resources, as she was claiming at the end of the UK trial. This is also a violation of people's privacy. A lot of these people have nothing to do with this, and she's just harassing them, trying to get dirt. It's like subpoenaing the police, like the literal whole police force. Make it make sense, What's gonna happen if the police force doesn't comply? Are they gonna get arrested? It's not even like a specific thing. I don't know. It's really frustrating, but yeah. So I guess she can subpoena whoever, but it's up to them to dispute it, if I'm not mistaken. So we'll see what happens. We'll see who's down to help her out or who's going to go down kicking and screaming. I'm sure there'll be at least one or two that don't want to think it's a huge violation of their privacy. So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out. And with her counterclaim, it looks like things are going to be even uglier than we could have even imagined. I think it's going to be a bloodbath. So yeah, I'm going to tear apart into the counterclaim and see what I think is, wrong or whatever it may be. And I'll get that up for you guys as soon as possible. And I guess that's it for today. Let me know what you think. What do you think about all these subpoenas? And comment down below. Do you think that any of them will actually be backfire onto Amber and actually hurt her case? Let me know in the comments down below. And I'll catch you in the next one. Thanks so much, guys. Take care. Bye.